Hello, everyone. Welcome to 2D Board Gamers. My name is Dave.
And I am Dirk.
And today we are going to do part 2 of our Learn to Play Marble Champions. So let's get to the table. Alright, we have the decks laid out here as per the Learn to Play book, which if we go to page 20, you can see that Black Panther comes in protection, Iron Man is aggression, Captain Marvel is leadership, Spider-Man is justice, and She-Hulk is aggression. So we've got 5 heroes, but only 4 aspects. So here's Iron Man and She-Hulk in aggression, Spider-Man and justice, which we already saw in part 1.
So there's Captain Marvel and leadership. And then we've got T'Challa or Black Panther and protection.
Right. And then when we did part 1, Captain Marvel was bundled with aggression, so we're going to eliminate those two.
And we'll take out Spider-Man and Justice.
Okay, so that leaves Iron Man, She-Hulk, and Black Panther, and it leaves us with leadership and protection. Now, part 3, we're going to do an Iron Man, Spider-Man. We're going to kind of do a Spider-Man Homecoming kind of preview-ish. Except for we don't have Vulture, but we're going to use Claw, which is the second villain. But for this video, Iron Man is not a hero that I would recommend first-time people playing. So we're going to set him aside. And that leaves us with She-Hulk. So I'll do She-Hulk with leadership.
Okay, and I will take T'Challa protection then.
Okay, so you're going to see a little bit. And that's the thing with these decks is that you can easily swap them out. We could easily do this if we wanted to, and they would be completely playable. But we're going to do She-Hulk leadership, and we're going to do Rhino for this scenario. This scenario would be for someone who's done the first one that we did in part 1, or if maybe say you have 3 players, you can't get away with doing the 2-player game that we did before. So we're going to pause the video. We're going to set up the game, and we will begin.
Alrighty.
All right, so we got the game set up. So this is something that we didn't do in part 1, but should have. One thing is you get these player reference cards. The game is set up into 2 stages. There's the player stage, and then there's the villain stage. So the first player marker is me, so I will take a turn, and then Dirk will take a turn, and then Rhino will take a turn. So this blue side is like when the heroes go, and then the red side is when the villain goes. All right, so I'm start as Jennifer Walters. So she's got a recovery of 5, and her ability on Alter Ego is I object, which is an interrupt. When threat would be placed on a scheme, I can prevent 1 of that threat. I have a hand size of 6, 15 hit points. When I'm She-Hulk, I'm a 1-3-2, 1 thwart, 3 attack, 2 defense. And I have a power, Do You Even Lift, which is a response after I change this form, deal 2 damage to an enemy.
Okay, and so I'll be playing T'Challa. So I have a recovery of 4. My hero ability is Foresight. It is a once per game ability that you do at setup. And during setup, after setup, I can search my deck for a Black Panther upgrade, which his upgrades are very important to his kit. He wants to try to get his upgrades out as fast as he can. So I can actually search for one and add it to my hand, and then shuffle my deck. And that will actually occur after I do my opening draw and my mulligan. On his hero side, Black Panther, he's a 2-2-2, so 2 thwart, 2 attack, 2 defense. And his hero ability is he has Retaliate, which is a keyword ability that whenever he gets attacked, the attacking character takes a point of damage as well. So,
all right.
Great.
We determined off camera that I'm going first. So I'll shuffle my deck.
And for us, instead of, we determined it because what we do as our group is if we have a leadership player in the game, by default we have the leadership player go first. So since Dave is playing leadership, he goes first. If we don't have a leadership player, then we'll do it randomly. But in this case, we have one.
And the reason we do that is because of this card.
Yay! It's my one of my favorite cards in the base game.
So this is Maria.
Actually, before you start playing, let me finish.
I'm not playing. I'm just showing. This is the reason we have that house rule, because after she enters play, each player draws a card. So it's great when the first player does it.
And I will go ahead and hit one of my upgrades.
He's a genius to pay
we don't
for
have
it.
a Justice player, so I think I am going to look for. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Wow. Okay, there we go. We'll take that one.
And I am going to discard 3 cards. So I'm going to mulligan 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay, and I am not mulliganing any cards, and so instead I am so what I did was I went ahead and I pulled out my Vibranium suit, which is one of my Black Panther upgrades. And what the way his upgrades work is they have an ability and then kind of an advanced ability. And whenever he plays, he's got a card that's called Wakanda Forever, which I do not have one of those in my hand, but that's an event that costs 1. Whenever you play Wakanda Forever, then you get to trigger every one of his upgrades that you have in play. So if you have all 4 upgrades, you trigger all 4 of them. And they have an effect, but if they're the last of the 4 or the last one that you have outplayed, it basically doubles that effect. So in this one I pulled out the one, oh wait, I pulled out the wrong one. That's the damage one. I want the one that thwarts. I grabbed the wrong one. There we go, that's the one I want. Tactile Genius. I pulled out the one that does thwart. That's the one I want. Because we don't have a Justice player. Add that to my hand, and now we're ready to go.
Okay. So I'm going to discard a card to play Superhuman Law Division. So this is a 1-cost support. It's got an alter ego action, so I can exhaust it and spend a mental resource to remove 2 threat from a scheme. So Jennifer Walters' thwart removal is mainly when she's an alter ego, not when she's a hero. I'm going to spend a genius to play Maria.
Yay!
So we each get to draw a card.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay. Then I'm going to flip to hero. So my Do You Even Live power kicks in, so he takes 2 damage.
So he goes down to 26.
And then I'm going to punch him for 3.
Down to 23.
And then I'm going to play a 1-2 punch. I'll discard a card to play 1-2 punch. It says after I make a basic attack, I may ready She-Hulk. And I will punch him for 3 more.
All right, down to 20.
And Maria will punch him for 1. Since there's no thwart to remove.
Down to 19. All right.
And allies usually have a little star ability underneath their ability. So if she's a thwarts for 2, attacks for 1. So I attack for 1. I mean, that means I take 1 consequential damage. She's got 2 hit points. So, and that is my turn.
Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a genius for 2 and then 2 more cards to play an Avenger Mansion. And Avenger Mansion, that's a support card that it gives, what I can do is as an action, I can select a player and that player gets to draw a card. So, and since Dave's already gone, I'm going to select myself. So I will draw a card and, okay, well, let's see, I think we are going to, I'm going to do this. No, I think I actually am going to need that card. So we're going to spend 2 resources, and we are going to play that Tactical Genius that I pulled up into my hand earlier. I have 2 more cards in my hand. I don't think I want to play those, but I will flip up, and then I will also attack Rhino for 2. So he is down to 17.
All right.
Okay.
That ends our turn. So draw up to our hand size. Okay. Then we're on the villain phase. So step 1 is place threat equal to the number of players, in this case, because it's 1 per player, so we had 2. And then the villain is going to attack each person. If you're in hero form, he attacks. If you're in alter ego, he would scheme. So he's attacking me, so I have to choose to defend. So I could either take it, or I could exhaust, which I would reduce it by 2, or I could just have Maria take it. So I'm going to have Maria take it.
Okay, and so he attacks for a total of 2.
All right, so Maria only had 1 health left, so she's defeated.
Okay.
And then he's going to attack you for a base 2.
Okay, at this point, I think I'm going to just take the attack.
Okay. So it's 3. So we count these little triangles, and so this has got 1 triangle on it, so that is 3 damage.
So that takes me down to 8. However, I have retaliate, so he will take a point of damage for daring to attack me.
All right, now we're on step 3, which is deal an encounter card to each player. So I get 1.
And I'll get 1.
And my encounter card is a false alarm. It says, I am confused. If I'm already confused, card gains surge. So I get one of these purple cards. And basically, the next time I would thwart or scheme is what villains do, thwart is what heroes do, discard the status card instead.
Okay, and then mine is I have legal work. So this is Jennifer Walter's obligation, and the first thing it says to do is I give it to the Jennifer Walter player. So Dave will have to deal with this one.
So I may flip to alter ego, which I will choose to do, and then I can exhaust her to remove it from the game, or I can add an acceleration token. So if I add acceleration token, this would get discarded, go back in the deck, and we would get a permanent +1 threat per turn. But since I'm not exhausted, and if I had defended, say for example, I would have to choose that second option. But since I didn't defend and I'm ready, I will choose to exhaust, and this gets removed from the game.
And so each character has one of those obligations, and they're kind of a special thing that that specific character has to deal with. And that's kind of part of the reason why I did not actually defend first turn, just in case mine came up. So let's see. So that's the end of the turn.
Okay.
So then we'll go ahead and.
So So if I can have the Avenger Mansion, I can remove the 2 threat from the main, and I have a helicarrier available for you. But I'm 1 card short to being able to do both.
So I'll tell you what then. I'm going to take the Avenger Mansion because I'm going to try to see if I can get a double, because I'm playing a helicarrier as well.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to take it to see if I can get a double. Normally I would say yes, but since I have one in my hand as well, I got a double. I got a Vibranium. So we are going to spend 2 and 1 more resource. So the Vibranium, which is 2 wild, and 1 more. And we are playing my helicarrier. So, since I will let you have that, but what do I... I have a decision to make here. I have... So the decision I've got here is I've got 2 of my upgrades in my hand, plus another card. So I can spend 1 of my upgrades to play another upgrade, but I'm not sure if I want to do that, actually. You know what? For 1 turn, I'm just going to hold on to my hand. So what I will do instead, you said you're going to remove
I can remove the threat, yeah.
Okay, so in that case, I will attack. So he is now down to 14. Okay.
All right.
And I'll hold on to my 3 cards and call my turn.
All right, so my Superhuman Law Division says, as an alter ego, since I am alter ego right now, I can exhaust it and spend a mental to remove 2 threat. So I am going to... where is it? I'm going to use the power of leadership, which is a wild. So when it's a wild, you could choose what resource type. So I'm going to choose it as a mental. And then I'm going to use your helicarrier and 2 cards.
So he has to call for an action to do that.
Yeah.
Because as an action, I can exhaust it, choose a player. I choose Dave, obviously, and then he gets to reduce the cost of his reduce the cost of the next card that player plays by 1.
Right. So I'm spending 2 resources plus the helicarrier to get my helicarrier out.
All right.
So we're in pretty good shape right now. We got 2 helicarriers and an Avenger Mansion out. Then I haven't flipped yet this turn, so I'm going... Oh, you know what? I messed up this time. Put the 2 threat back.
Put the 2 threat back?
Because
okay.
I was confused.
Oh, okay. That's okay. So we'll just get really confused then.
Yeah. And then I'll flip and do 2 damage.
Okay.
I forgot. I was confused. I got so confused, I forgot I was confused.
All right. So, end of turn. Go ahead. Untap everything or unexhaust.
All right. So I drew my cards.
And I've got my cards now, so we are ready then.
So now we flip this
first
to the villain phase. So the first thing we do, step 1, is we add threat.
That's right.
Then the villain's going to activate. So Dirk, you're first. You're here in hero
I'm at
mode.
8, so I am going to go ahead and take this one again.
So he hits you for 2 because
this time,
no
so
triangles.
7, 6, but since retaliate, he's now down to 11.
All right. And then he's going to attack me. I'm just going to take it.
Okay, so we've got one triangle here, so it's a total of 3 points of damage.
So I go down to 12. And then our encounter cards.
Yeah, I'll take my encounter card. Oh, joy! My encounter card is discard an upgrade or support you control, which means I am going to lose, unfortunately, my helicarrier. Because I don't want to lose my upgrades.
All right. And I have an advance, which is the villain schemes. So he's going to get he's scheming for 1.
So he's scheming for 1 plus 2, so he schemes for 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That puts us up to 7. So we will. There we go. 7 of 14. Uh-oh.
How much health does he have left?
He has 11
on
health.
stage 1.
Yep.
Oh, we have hardly touched him at all. All right. So each player reveals the result. That's step 4, and step 5 is past the first player mark.
There we go.
Okay. We got no allies. We need. Let's see if I do that. Well, if I get the Avenger Mansion, I could remove 4 threat if I go down, because I got a legal practice. Actually, no, I can remove 6 threat or 5 threat because I'll have my superhuman law division as well. It allowed me to remove an extra threat.
You need the.
If I don't need it, but
helicarrier? Both.
Yeah, I would need the helicarrier because I want to do 6 damage to him as well. So if I use my helicarrier, I can do 6 damage because I've got a 1-2 punch.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
All right.
Call for an action. So.
All right, call for an action for the mansion. All right, and then I'm going to use my helicarrier. Oh, I'm going to attack for 3.
Okay, puts him down to 8.
And then I'm going to do a 1-2 punch, so I'm using my helicarrier to pay for it. So I ready, and I'm going to do 3 more damage to him.
All right, so it drops him down to 5.
I'm going to flip to alter ego. I'm going to spend a mental to remove 2 threat.
Okay, down to 5.
And then I'm going to do legal practice and remove 2 more.
Okay, so down to 3. Okay.
And then, as Jennifer Walters, next turn, when the villain phase begins, I will be able to remove 1 of the 2 threat that gets added in the beginning of the turn.
Okay, so I think what I'm going to do here then is I will spend 2 resources, and I'm going to play another one of my upgrades. Still haven't gotten a Wakanda Forever to be able to play those, but I will. With Black Panther, I am going to thwart for 2, so down to 1 there, and so you're down. So I will go ahead. Oh, I'm at
5 health.
6.
Okay. Well, you could defend and then go down next turn.
Yep, that's what I'm going to do, I think. Yep. So that's the end of my turn. Then.
All right.
I will go ahead and draw up.
So I get 6 cards this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because I'm in alter ego. Ooh.
Alrighty, so Dave hasn't swooped over the red card yet, but so the first thing that happens is we add 2 threat. So we go.
I'm going to object.
3, and so that makes it. We just add 1, so now we're up to 2.
All right. And now, since I'm alter ego, he's going to scheme for 1 plus the triangles.
Plus, so total of 3.
Okay.
So it puts it back up to 5.
And that was Dirk's obligation.
It was, but it went bye-bye, so I don't have to deal with it just yet.
And then he's going to attack you for 2.
And I'm going to have to block this one.
Just 2.
2, so I will not take anything, but he will take a point of damage.
I get an encounter card.
And then I get an encounter card.
And I get a Hydra Mercenary who has the keyword guard. So guard means while this minion is engaged with me, I cannot attack the villain. So I got to kill the mercenary first. He's got a scheme of 0, an attack of 1.
Okay. And I also got a Hydra Mercenary, so it seems like they were hiding out together somewhere.
Rhino called for some backup.
Yep, he did. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to do here.
Call for an action.
Okay, I'll call for an action. What are we doing?
I'm going to play Make the Call. I'm going to use Power of Leadership and get Maria out and draw a card.
All right. Ooh, okay. Okay, so what I am going to do here then is I'm going to tap my Avenger Mansion. I'm going to select myself and draw a card there. Oh, jeez, really? Why you got to play dirty like that? So there's those two. Play that. Those two play that. Okay, so I'm going to play here then is I'm going to spend 2 resources. They're power protections, but I don't have a protection card to spend them on, so I'm going to be playing another one of my upgrades. And then I will spend another 2 resources to play the last of my upgrades. So I have all of my upgrades, so when I finally get my Wakanda Forevers, I'm going to be able to do something. But for now, I'm going to flip down, and that's the end of my turn.
All right. I'm going to spend a mental to reduce to remove 2 threat.
Okay, down to 3.
And then I'm going to do Helicarrier, an energy, and a card to get my Avenger Mansion out. And then I'll use my Avenger Mansion to draw a card. Okay. Doesn't really help. I will flip, so that's 2 damage to him.
Is it to the villain or
to an enemy? Oh,
an enemy. So you can choose.
I'm going to actually choose my mercenary.
Okay.
And then Maria will kill him.
Okay.
And then I'll kill yours.
Oh, you do 3?
I do 3.
Okay, so they're both gone. Nice.
All right. And that ends the hero phase. I'm going to discard that card and draw up to 4.
I will draw up to 6 now, so I am down. Oh, guess what I drew finally?
You drew another power of protection.
You got it.
All right, we had 2 threat.
Okay, so we are back up to 5. And so since you're She-Hulk, no objections.
And then he's scheming on you for 3.
For 3, okay, so we're up to 8.
And then he's attacking me. I'm going to use Maria.
Okay, Maria will take 2.
All right. And then encounter cards.
Okay, so my encounter card is... I'm tough. Give Rhino a tough status card. So, basically the tough status card is the next time that character would take any amount of damage, would discard that card instead. And if he would have already had one, the card would have gained Surge.
All right. I get a Hydra Bomber. And sorry, I had to adjust this blow-up camera a little bit. So yes, I got a Hydra Bomber. 1 scheme, 1 attack, 2 health. When revealed, choose either take 2 damage or place 1 threat on the main scheme. I'm going to choose to take 2 damage. So I'm down to 10. And then the last stage is we've passed the first player token.
Okay, there you go. See, he's talking to you.
He is. And I do not like what he's saying. I'm going to play Make the Call to get Maria.
Yay!
And I'm going to spend a Helicarrier and a card. And draw a card. And then I'm going to use my mansion. Draw a card. That didn't really help. Okay. I'm going to spend 2 cards to do a ground stomp, which deals 1 damage to each enemy. So my bomber takes 1 and Rhino takes 1.
Okay, there we go.
We have 8 health or 8 threat on the main. You said you had a Wakanda?
I have 2 of them in my hand.
Okay, so you could
So
finish,
I can
finish
take care
off
of the
my
threat.
bomber.
I can take care of the bomber and the threat.
Okay, awesome. So I'm going to have Maria thwart for 2.
Okay.
Off the main. And Rhino has 3 health.
3 health left.
Oh, I could flip them, but that would give us breaking and taking. But you can thwart.
I can
You
thwart.
could probably thwart it off, right?
I can thwart.
All right, so yeah, I'll hit him for 3.
Okay, so...
he's tough.
He's tough, so...
Well, no, he took a point of damage from my ground stomp.
Oh, he did. Oh, so yeah, he gets a point back.
Oh, you did it off of him.
I took it off of there. I forgot about that. Yeah.
All right, so he's going to have 1 health left.
Yeah.
But you've got your Wakanda. So
yeah, he'll flip.
All right, so I'll do 3 damage to him.
Okay, leaves him at 1.
All right.
Okay, so let's see. So first thing I will do is I will play my Avenger Mansion and draw a card. See what I get there. Okay, so how do I want to do this exactly? So I know there. We'll do that. Okay, that one. I will spend. I think I'm going to spend that to play that one. I will spend. Yep. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I will spend Vibranium and a Strength, so I'm overpaying by 1, but to play a Med Team. And a Med Team is a support card that comes into play with 3 counters on it, and you can tap it as an action. You can tap the card and pay one of those counters to heal 2 damage to a friendly character. So
yes.
That comes into play with 3.
Yeah, and it says this uses, and so when all the counters are gone, then you discard, and you have to exhaust the Med Team. So over the course of 3 turns, he can heal 6 damage.
Okay, so
it's the wrong counters. It's the green ones.
Oh, there they are. Yep, that's right. Okay, so I can't see it on screen.
It's off camera anyway.
And we're not really looking to necessarily keep Maria alive, so
No.
I won't waste that on her. Let's see. I think to save me from having to actually heal, I am going to tap. I'm going to exhaust the Med Team, spend one of the tokens, and I'm going to heal myself 2, so I go from 6 up to 8. Then I will actually come right back up. And since I have these, I will spend a resource to play a Wakanda Forever. So what I like to do is I like to use these counters to mark which ones of these I play, because like I said, the last one I play will do extra. And so you're going to, first thing we'll do here is we'll do my energy dagger. So I choose a player. I will deal 1 damage to the villain and each enemy engaged with that player. So I'm going to select Dave. So we'll deal 1 damage to the Hydra Bomber, 1 damage to Rhino, and that flips him.
Okay. So stage 2, Rhino. He's got a scheme of 1, attack of 3. He comes in with 15 per player, so that's 30 health. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for the breaking and taking side scheme and reveal it.
Okay, and then we shuffle the encounter deck, so I've already got it. Breaking and taking. What that one does is it comes into play when revealed. Place an additional 1 threat per player, so it already starts at 2, so it comes in with 4. And it has a hazard icon. So what that does is when we do the encounter step, we will deal 1 additional encounter card during the villain phase, which that will go to the first player since there's only 1 of them. If there were additional, then they would go to the second player and on around. So that was the first of my actions. Let's see. Then we will do my Panther Claws. We'll deal 2 damage to an enemy. So we're going to select Rhino since he's the only one left. He's down to 28. We will do the Vibranium Suit. So we will move 1 damage from me to Rhino. So I'm up to 9. He is down to 27. And the last one I will do is I will remove Normally it's remove 1 threat from a scheme, but since this is the final step of the sequence, I'm removing 2 threat from the scheme, so we will remove 2 from breaking and taking here. Alright, so that's the first one. And this is why I don't exhaust them. I just put the counter on them because I'm going to spend a Vibranium, and I'm going to play a second one of those. And I think we're going to do the same sequence. We'll do the energy daggers first. So we'll deal 1 to Rhino. Doesn't matter. I'll pick myself since neither one of us have any enemies. We'll do the power claws for 2 points, so he's down to 24. We will move 1 damage from me to him, so I'm up to 10. And he is down to 23. And then we will do the Tactical Genius last, and we will remove the last 2 to get rid of breaking and taking. Alright, and then I will take my action, and I will thwart 2 off of here. So that puts that down to 4.
So what you're saying is you broke breaking and taking.
I broke it and I took it.
All right. So that's the end of the hero phase.
All right.
So we ready? And we draw up to our hand size. And we flip this guy over to the villain phase.
4, 5. Ooh.
All right. We add 1 threat per player.
Okay, so 3, go back to 6.
Okay. Then he's attacking me. I'm going to use Maria.
Okay, so Maria takes 5 because he's now a 3 plus 2 or 2 counters. Okay.
And then he's attacking you for a base 3.
Let's see. We are going to go ahead and take that.
5.
Ouch! So I'm down to 5.
Encounter.
But he also takes a point of damage. So he is down to 22. Hey, that's not fair. He's got way more than I do. All right.
Stampede. Rhino attacks you. If a character is damaged by this attack, the character is stunned. All right. Well, he's attacking. I'm just going to take it because no matter what, I'm going to get stunned because he's attack of 3. I only have a defense of 2.
So he will attack you for a total of 3.
All right. And I am stunned.
All right. And then for mine, I got Sandman, who comes into play with a toughness on him.
So toughness means he gets to start with a tough. He's a scheme of 2, attack of 3, 4 health. You're down to 5. You said.
I'm down to 5, so I'm going to be going down this turn, I think. I mean, I can put myself up to 7.
I wish I'd have waited ready myself.
So let me see what I'm going to do here. I'm going to play I'm going to use the Avenger Mansion. I'm going to select myself so I can draw a card. Okay. So we are going to spend an energy. And then
do you have a Wakanda or anything?
2. I do have a Wakanda. So we've got a total of 4. We are going to play Nick.
Okay.
Who, with Nick, I can choose to either. How much damage is it he does?
He does 4 damage to an enemy. You could draw 3 cards, or you could do 2 threat from a scheme, and he is a 2/2.
Okay, but the reason I don't remember that is because I almost always select the draw 3 cards. So that is what we're doing. Ooh, and I love the 3 cards. Oh, wow! 2 of the 3 cards are Wakanda Forever.
Oh, nice.
Unfortunately, I can't afford to play them all. But what we are going to do then is I'm not going to have to go down now. So we will.
Med team too, and I have a first aid if need be, but
I'm going to heal a couple here, so I don't think we need to. We'll see where I'm at the end of this. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a resource. I'm going to play one of my Wakanda Forevers. So let's see what order we are going to pick here. I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the energy daggers. We're going to select myself, deal 1 damage to the minion or the villain and each minion engaged. So the 1 damage there gets rid of the toughness, and then 1 to Rhino. Let's see. I am going to do the Panther Claws. So I will deal 2 damage to Sandman. Let's see. I think we are going to. Oh, yeah, to Sandman. Yeah, I put on the wrong thing. We are going to do the. We'll do the vibranium suit for one of them, so I will. You know what? No, actually, we're going to do the tactical genius right now, so we'll remove one, and then I will do the vibranium suit last. So I will move 2 damage from myself, so I will heal up to 7, and I will move it to Sandman to get rid of him. Yeah. Actually, you know what? No, that's actually probably not the most efficient. Now I'm going to flip these around. I'm going to do the vibranium suit last, so I'll just do 1, and I'll remove the 2 from here. So instead of 6, that's got 4. Yeah, and just 1. So I'm only at 6, and he's got 1 additional because I do have another Wakanda Forever.
That's what I was thinking, but
it took me a second. It's been a while since I played it. So then we will play another resource to play a second Wakanda Forever. I will choose myself again with the energy daggers. So we'll deal 1 point to Sandman to get rid of him, and 1 point to Rhino. We are going to do the Panther Claws, deal 2 damage to Rhino. Let's see. I'm going to have Nick thwart for...
Shouldn't you finish Wakanda first?
Oh, yeah, I should. I do need to finish those. That's right. Let's see. So I'm going to do the Tactical Genius next. So 1 threat. And then I will do the Vibranium Suit last. So I will heal up to 8. And do 2 damage to Rhino. So that's all of those. I don't have enough resources to play the last Wakanda Forever. Because I'm assuming you're using your helicarrier, right?
You know what? No, I don't need it.
I'll hold it for a second. I'm going to have Nick real quick do the 2 threat here to take this down to 1. Then I will use the helicarrier to do the last Wakanda Forever. Okay, so first thing then we'll do is we'll remove 1 threat from a scheme. That clears the side scheme, or the main scheme. Oh, why am I tapping that? I got that. I took a point of damage. Let's see. We will choose a player. Doesn't matter. We'll choose Dave this time. Deal a point of damage to each ally engaged. Doesn't have one, but still does 1 to Rhino. We are going to do the vibranium suit. We'll move 1 from me to Rhino down to 4, and then we will do the Panther Claws last, which does 4 more points to him. So he is down to 20. And I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to be drawn up, so neither one of us. Let's see. The med team. You don't. You're down, right?
No, I'm up.
Oh, you're up. You're up. So, you're stunned. But
I'm going to get rid of my stun and play Hellcat.
Do you
probably.
want me to heal you, or? Or I can. I mean, I can hold it too.
No,
I'll hold it then.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I will take for my last action.
I think that card's already gone by. Yeah, my Gamma Slam's already gone by.
Okay, so I will deal 2 points to Rhino, and I am done.
All right, I'm going to use my mansion to draw a card. So you're the first player?
Yes.
Right? Okay.
First player.
I'm going to pitch 3 cards, get Mockingbird out, which will stun him, and then she will attack for 1.
Okay, he's down to 17.
And then I will attack to get rid of my stun.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so I draw up. So I actually am decking now, so I will get an encounter card.
Yeah, so when you go through your entire deck, you draw every card you can, and then you get an encounter card and you shuffle your deck. And in this game, even if you drew exactly the number of cards you had left for your hand size, you shuffle as soon as your deck is empty. Not like when you need a card, like a lot of games do.
Okay, so there we go.
All right. So we're in the villain phase now, so we add 1 threat per player.
Okay, so that will be 2.
And then activate. So Dirk's hero, so he will attack, but he's stunned.
That removes the stunned.
And then he attacks me for phase 3.
I will throw Nick in front of that because
Sure.
he's going to go away at the end of the turn anyways.
Okay.
So, well, I guess technically he's not gone yet. So.
Yeah, he could survive. No,
He won't survive.
He's going to base it, but you have to exhaust him.
Yeah, so he's exhausted.
Defending for me. 4.
4. And Nick's gone. We thank you for your service.
Yep.
All right, and so I now have 2 encounter cards. So the first one I got is armored Rhino suit. So this is an attachment that attaches to Rhino, and whenever he would take any amount of damage, then it is dealt to the suit instead. And once it has at least 5 on it, then it will go away. So if we deal 7 damage to it, it still doesn't. The extra does not go to him. It just goes away. We're going to put this on there to remind us that we've got an attachment on him. Then he also has Stampede. So Rhino attacks you. If a character is damaged by this attack, that character is stunned. Okay.
Oh, I can have Mockingbird take it.
That would be appreciative.
Okay.
Sure.
So Mockingbird will defend for him.
Okay, so he's attacking me then for a total of 5 points.
Mockingbird is gone, and she would be stunned if she had survived. But
Alrighty.
An explosion. If bomb scare is in play, it is not. Assign X damage among heroes and allies where X is the amount of threat on the bomb scare. If bomb scare is not in play, this card gains Surge. So Surge means you draw another card.
Draw replacement, yeah. Or
Yes,
in this case.
that way the villain is actually doing something. And I get Shocker, who's a 1 scheme, 2 attack, 3 health. When revealed, deal 1 damage to each hero. So we each take a point of damage.
So, and since that is not an attack, my Retaliate does not trigger.
All right.
And then we will pass.
All right.
He's got something to say too.
He does. All right. So I'm going to play Get Ready, which is... Nope, it's the wrong card. I was thinking... I thought there was a make a call. Never mind. I'm going to spend 3 to get... No, you know what? I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to use the mansion first. Draw a card. So I just decked. So I get an encounter card, but we don't resolve it until the encounter phase. Just like what Dirk did last time. And
that would be terrible if you had to resolve it right in the middle of your turn.
yeah. Okay. We're going to spend a strength and the card I just drew to get Hellcat out. Hellcat's thwarts for 2, attacks for 1, but as an action, I can return her to my hand. Okay, so I am going to...
All out of Wakanda.
Okay, I'm going to attack Shocker for 3, the basic.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have Hellcat thwart for 2.
Okay.
And I'm going to play a Get Ready to ready her. And she's going to attack for 1.
Nope, that actually goes on to here.
Right. And
Okay.
Oh.
I almost messed up.
Oh, by 3. Yeah, by 3 was the kill Shocker. That's right.
Yes.
And my helicarrier is available.
Ooh, okay. So, first thing I will do then is I will use my Avenger Mansion to draw a card. Not what I was hoping for, but you know what? It still works. Oh, okay. Okay, that works. Let's see. We are going to spend a Vibranium, so spend 2.
Oh, I'm going to
to
spend
play a Tenacity.
I'm going to call for an action. I should have done this on my turn and just bring her back to my hand.
Okay. So I'm playing Tenacity, which is a it's a upgrade card and costs 2, but I can spend a strength resource and I can discard that card, and that allows me to ready my character. So what I'm going to do here then is Black Panther will attack for 2, so I will add 2 on here. Then I will spend a power protection. I will use that as a strength resource. I will discard the tenacity that I just played, which allows me to untap, and I will now attack for 2 more to get rid of the suit.
All right.
So he no longer has a suit.
And he's back to 17.
Back to 17.
Okay.
All right, and then let's see. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do here, unless you have some reason you want to be down on health. I've got first aid in my hand. I can use on you.
Sure.
All right, so let's spin one for a first aid to heal.
I have no idea where my focus rage is. I just shuffled, so.
Okay. And that is, see, 8. I think 8's probably safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just count there. That's the end of my turn then.
All right. So I'm going to ready. And I'm going to pitch a card, draw 3 cards. Ooh, nice. So we're in the villain phase now. So we add 2 threat.
Okay.
And then he's attacking me. I'm just going to take it.
Okay, so he will attack you for 3.
All right, so I'm down to 5. And then he's going to attack you for 3.
Oh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. No, he's stage 2, so he attacked you for 4 total. I forgot he was at 3, so that was a total of 4. My bad.
All right, he's attacking you for a base 3.
So I'm going to... I think we're going to take that.
5.
Ouch.
All right, so now the encounter deck is exhausted.
So he is down to 16 now.
Oh, so that card exhausted the encounter deck. So we do the same thing, except for instead of a encounter card, we get what's called an acceleration token. So now we're going to automatically add an extra threat each phase. So instead of adding 2 threat on step 1 of the villain phase, we're going to be adding 3 threat.
All right.
And that's part of how the game goes to keep it from lasting forever. Because eventually you get enough acceleration tokens, you can't keep up. Alright, and then the encounter cards, I get a second one, you get 1. My first encounter card is an assault. Oops. So he attacks me for 3. Ooh, I'm down to 4.
Okay. I think I'm going to jump in front of that one and block it. Oh, I'm down to 3. Oh, wait.
No, I'll defend for 2, I guess.
Okay.
So he's attacking me for just 3.
For just 3. Okay,
so I take 1.
Take 1. All right.
And my second encounter, he attacks me
I'll block
again.
This one. I will block this one.
All right, so he's attacking for 3. 4.
4. Okay, so I will take 2. I am down to 1, and he will take a point.
Your encounter card is?
My encounter. Oh, please. Oh, Lord. And a stampede. Rhino attacks me. All right, She-Hulk. You think you can do 15 points of damage to him? Because you're going to be on your own. Because he attacks me, so he's attacking me for a total of 5.
Okay.
So I'm out. All right.
So all his cards go away. So I don't. We'll see. I'm exhausted. Let's do the mansion. So all the cards that he controls are gone now. So like I can't use his med team. I can't use his Avenger mansion. All those cards. So I'm going to use my mansion. If I can get my focus rage, I can do it. But I don't know where it is. All right. Well, now you'll see. We could do a little bit of the power of leadership here. I'm going to use my Helicarrier and 2 cards. I'm going to get Hellcat out. And then I'm going to use energy for this lead from the front, which I choose a player. I'll choose myself. Each character that player controls gets +1 threat, +1 attack until the end of the phase. Well, if I wasn't exhausted, this would be better. But so Hellcat gets a +1/+1, so she can either do remove 3 threat or attack for 2, and he's got 15 health.
15 health left.
I'm going to attack him for 2.
Okay, 14, 13.
And I'm going to need her to defend for me, so I'm not going to use her power to scoop her back into my
Did you want to go down?
Uh,
Maybe because Threat's not too bad right now.
Yeah.
So now, when a player gets eliminated, the threat threshold and everything else stays the same as it was. But we also do still add 1 per player, and it counts the player that was eliminated.
Yeah, I'm going to do the Hellcats action then. Yeah, I'm going to flip down.
Okay.
And, yeah, we'll call that.
Okay. So
now I have 6 cards.
First thing we'll do is we will add 2 threat, 1 per player, plus the 1 for the acceleration. So it's a total of 3. He objects, that takes it down to 2, so we're now up to 4.
And then he's going to scheme.
And he will scheme on you for just 1.
No. Yeah, the card was upside down.
Oh, it was upside down. Okay, for 3. I thought that seemed kind of odd. So he is up to 7 now.
And my encounter card?
Your encounter card is Enhanced Ivory Horn. So Rhino gets +1 attack, and you have to spend 3 strength resources to get rid of it. So he now has a base 4 attack.
All right. So I'm going to use the mansion first. Okay. I'm going to spend a mental to remove 2 threat.
Okay. So we're down to 5.
I'm going to take a recovery of 5, so I'm up to 8. One, two, three. There's 5 on there.
There's 5 on there, yes.
I'm going to do legal practice, discard 5 cards to get rid of all the threat.
Okay.
And then I'll flip, which does 2 damage to him.
Okay. And he is down to 11.
11? Wow, okay. And then I draw my cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I...
Okay, so the first thing we do is we will add the 3, so it's 1 per player plus the acceleration.
Yep.
And then he will attack you.
And I'll take it.
Okay, so he's attacked you for a total of 4. Just 4.
Perfect.
Okay, and then your encounter card is My Obligation. Since I'm not in the game any longer,
It just whiffs.
it just surges, doesn't it?
No.
Or no? Wait.
No, because you're still... This is a case where nothing happens.
Huh. Okay.
Because I would give it to you, but you're not in the game. So, all right, well, let's do the mansion. How much health has he got left?
He's got 11.
11. Okay, now I have this card in my hand called Gamma Slam. It costs 4, but I deal X damage to an enemy to a maximum of 15. X is the amount of damage I have sustained. So I have 15 health. I have 4 left, so I've taken 11. So I spend 4 resources to do 11 damage to him.
And that's it. It is over.
All right. And that is Leadership Protection. That was Marvel Champions Learn to Play Part 2. Do you have any comments before we sign off, Dirk?
No, I kind of actually, I thought it was, I like the fact that we actually had a player eliminated here. And so we were able to show that you can still continue on to play the game or whatever. And, it still works. It's like when a player gets eliminated, that's not necessarily, that's not the end of the world. It depending on the situation, you can't go on and continue and still pull it out like we did here. So
right. Yeah, I was on the fence on just calling it or not. But I'm glad we didn't.
He was too far down.
Yeah. So. All right. Anyways, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Hey everyone, if you like that, we got some more videos you can watch. There's one that'll be right about there.
We'll have another one right over here. Whoop, well, there it goes. Yep, somewhere over there.
And you can subscribe down here. Thank you.